covering the Villages for you. This is VNN. Welcome to your Lifestyle News Show with TK Cross and meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
Welcome to VNN's Lifestyle Show. I'm TK Cross.
And I'm meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
All right, Ashley, what can we expect this week weather-wise?
You know, as far as the temperature and humidity goes, it's going to be par for the course, typically what we'd expect for this time of year. But our thunder shower chances do return. We've had a reprieve from the searing heat and humidity and thunder shower threats, but all of it returns for this week. So let's talk about your Tuesday. We are going to be looking at a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures are going to move into the low 90s, and of course, it'll feel more like it's in the mid 90s once you factor that humidity. Now, looking at our high resolution computer models, they do all of a sudden show a chance for a spot thunder shower. So I am going to throw that into the forecast. As we look ahead, pretty much every day features a chance for a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms. So something to keep in mind if you're out on the golf course or out on the pickleball court during the afternoon hours. Although with the heat and humidity, you probably do want to reduce the strenuous activity between 10 and 4, as we call that peak heating. You want to take care of yourselves during that time. It is going to be seasonally hot this week. It is going to be muggy. And if you were hoping that as we go into the evening and overnight hours, things will cool down, well, they'll cool down, but not by very much. It's even going to stay warm and muggy as we go through the overnight hours. But we'll take a closer look at your 7-day forecast in just a little bit. TK?
Thank you, Ashley. Well, runners laced up their shoes and participated in the Village's first annual celebration of Global Running Day this past week. We caught up with some of those runners who shared how it felt to be a part of this global celebration of movement.
Well, it's a beautiful morning out. We're here at the Nadine Trail. This couldn't be a better picture-perfect place to be for a walk or run. Turning out to be a great morning, and we're looking just forward to a beautiful morning walk. I think the more people at the start line, the more excited it is to get going, and that's what I really enjoy. So it's just the people and the air of excitement getting a race going.
It is pretty exciting to see all these people here and to promote running, which I'm into. And I'm in the running club. Mary is super active, biking, walking, blah, blah, blah. So it's a great event. And connect with others as you go along. And it's
and the running club is a great organization.
Right. Whether you walk, whether you run, walk, or whatever. So it makes you feel good, and it's good. It's good broadly.
It's a great morning here in the Villages.
The next organized race will be the Brownwood Running of the Squares 5K on October 17th. You can register at districtgov.org. Later in the show, the Wildwood Soup Kitchen has found a new home. We'll have the details.
And things are going to be hot and humid. No surprise here as we continue through your latest week. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast. But before we go to break, let's talk about your UV index for Tuesday. It is going to be a 10, which is very high. It'll only take you about 30 minutes of being outside before you start to get a sunburn if you are not wearing proper sunscreen. I would recommend SPF 30, if not SPF 50 on a day like this, and make sure you keep reapplying throughout the day. You also want to find some shade, take some breaks in the shade or air-conditioned areas, and also let's make sure we kind of limit our strenuous outdoor activities between 10 to 4. Either try and squeeze them in early in the morning or wait until after 4 o'clock as temperatures start to drop a little bit.
The VNN UV Index, presented by Care Dermatology, with offices in the Villages and Fruitland Park. Call 352-218-3211 or visit caredermatology.com.
Because most of our consumers are buying their first Sonesta awning or screen, it's important for them to understand that the benefits are more than just an awning over their patio. It's retractable. At the push of a button, if a storm is coming out of nowhere or a hurricane happens to be coming through the state, at the push of a button, they can roll it up and know that that awning is as strong as the wall that it's installed on.
Well, since we've added the awning, this area now becomes usable all day long, where we can sit out here in the pool and it completely covers it, and it's really nice. And now we use the pool more often and we spend more time out here. If without it, we did not spend much time out here in the afternoon because it was just too hot. It was just too hot.
So I wanted to have an awning on my patio, got a card in the mail from Sonesta, called, salesman came, spent some time with me, sent out a professional to measure the job, came, measured, the installers came, did a great job. From start to finish, it was so pleasurable, it met all my expectations.
We also offer LED lights as a feature for the retractable awnings, so you can be out there in the evening time. We also have a wireless smart drop valance. As the sun begins to set, if your back patio or backyard area faces west with a smart drop valance from Sonesta, you can block that sun and still enjoy your outdoor patio area in the evening.
We offer the best options, the biggest sizes. We go up to 15-foot projection over your patio, up to a 40-foot width, but it's custom made for you. So we can make it down to the inch. If you want it 22 foot 6 inches, we can do that. We have hundreds of fabrics. We have hundreds of fabrics in stock. So when you place the order, we're the fastest that can produce your awning because we have everything sitting here ready and waiting for you to place your order.
Sonesta is sun when you want it and shade when you need it.
Call today, mention VNN, and get 25% off to honor America's semi-quincentennial celebration, our 250th birthday. You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7.
We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
Now at Cartworld, the ultimate village party machine, introducing the new 2026 Club Car Crew. Great for tailgating at the squares or just cruising with family and friends. Street legal with lithium power. This game-changing vehicle is designed with fun in mind. Club Car, the #1 car and American-made since 1958. Visit our modern showroom for a test drive today. Cartworld Golf Cars, located on Highway 27 441, 1 block north of County Road 466 in Lady Lake, proudly serving Central Florida for over 38 years.
Here's your village's forecast from the VNN Weather Team, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical. Here's meteorologist Ashley Baylor.
All right, it is going to be a seasonally hot week here in the Villages, so I want to emphasize, take care of yourselves, take care of your pets as well. Let's talk about your Tuesday. We are going to see a mix of sun and clouds, and on a hot day like this, it's nice to have those big puffy clouds that move over that hot sunshine and at least give you some temporary shade. But also watch out for those clouds because 1 or 2 of them may be tempted to squeeze out a quick thunder shower as we go into your Tuesday afternoon. That is something new. Our high-resolution computer models are just starting to pick up on that, so we'll keep the chance in there. Not a great chance, but it is a chance nonetheless. Temperatures may be in the low 90s, but once you factor in that humidity, it'll feel like it's in the mid 90s. Now, as we go through the overnight hours going right through Tuesday night, temperatures are going to come down into the low 70s. It's going to stay muggy, so even though temperatures come down, I wouldn't exactly call it comfortable or refreshing. You want to keep those fans and air conditioners on full blast. Now, as we go into your Wednesday, not much will change. Once again, we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a chance, in fact, a slightly better chance of seeing a couple of pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures are expected to be back in the low 90s. Watch that east wind. Anytime we get that onshore wind, it does increase the chance of seeing rip currents up and down our East Coast beaches. I know it's beach season, so these are things I just want to mention to you. The Gulf Coast will likely be a safer option. Now let's talk about if this is your first summer here in Florida. This is how you can kind of stay safe. Just some little heat safety tips or, a few reminders. Of course, stay hydrated. That's always number one. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, not just if you're out walking, but if you're doing those more strenuous activities. If you're out on the golf course, if you're on the pickleball court, if you're playing volleyball, whatever it may be, stay hydrated. And this is one that's easily forgettable, but make sure you wear loose, light colored clothing because that'll reflect the sunshine. When you wear navy blue, brown, black, darker colored clothes, it'll actually absorb the heat and make you feel hotter. Of course, take breaks in the shade or air-conditioned areas. Find yourself a nice shady tree if you're out there. And also reduce the strenuous activity between 10 to 4 if you can. And it's not just for you, it's for your furry friends as well. Make sure they get plenty of water and plenty of shade. I know some of the dog parks may not have a ton of trees, some do. If they maybe go to a dog park that does have a nice shady tree. Please don't leave them in hot lock cars. That is something we had to talk about recently. I know we like to take our dogs everywhere, but this is something you don't want to do. This is kind of one of those weeks where you're better off leaving them at home. Also want to make sure they reduce their strenuous activities between 10 to 4. But if you do have to take them out for a walk, put your hand to the pavement. If it's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for their paws. So try and keep their paws off the concrete and asphalt. And again, just monitor them very closely. If they do, for some reason, burn their paws, call your local vet. I do believe Vaseline will be helpful for them though. All right, let's take you to your 7-day forecast where, as I said, it's going to be seasonally hot over the next several days. We're going to be in the low 90s from Tuesday, Wednesday, right through Thursday, Friday, into the upcoming weekend. So for those of you that were hoping, okay, you're going to be lucky enough to get another rare cold front that cools us off, dries things out. Well, not this week. Originally, I will be fully transparent and say our GFS, or our American model, was actually showing temperatures coming down into the 70s, highs only in the 70s for next weekend, but that's not going to happen. I do believe we're going to see temperatures in the low 90s. So, that's what we do as meteorologists. We're looking at what's most likely to happen versus what we would maybe hope would happen. A couple days in the 70s, I don't think I'd hear too many complaints, but not in the cards for us this week. All right, remember you can always check out our forecast updates right here on VNN. You can tune your radio to WVLG and catch us in the Village's Daily Sun.
Thanks for watching meteorologist Ashley Baylor, presented by Sunshine Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Coming up, some schedule changes coming to the popular Lake Sumter boat ride. But first, in order to keep facilities in the Villages well maintained, here are some temporary closures to consider as you plan your week.
Coming up next on the Rohan Roundup.
ActiveNet, that is a portal that probably be a good idea to get involved with. That'll be coming up in the show. And how would you like to get involved in recreation and parks? John Rohan's going to tell you how to do it coming up next in the Rohan Roundup on VNN.
I'm a dog lover, I'm a dog owner. A lot of villagers have pets, cats, dogs. You got to worry about going potty inside. You got to worry about those claws and paws. If you are a pet owner, what kinds of considerations do you need to make before you invest in flooring?
For example, some people love hardwood floors. Hardwood floors can be more scratch prone, so if you got a large dog with large toenails, that could scratch the flooring. Tile is pretty, superbious to anything. It's pretty hard to damage tile, maybe the grout a little bit. And then the carpet side of it, for years, the people would say you don't want carpet with pets. But nowadays, with some of the new pet Premier carpets and things like that, it's like one of the best surfaces to put in the flooring for pets.
When it comes to replacing and updating flooring, what do people need to think about? Is it just about taste? Maybe you think, my tastes have changed, I want to replace something because of decor. Or are there really time limits on how long things last?
Flooring is pretty strong now and stuff, and as long as you maintain it well, flooring can last a long time. We find more changes are preference. Like, for example, maybe they had tile, and now, you're getting a little older and stuff, and it's a little too hard on your feet. For somebody standing in the kitchen cooking and things like that, staying on a hard floor can be tough for people on their legs and their feet. So, that's a big thing that we hear all the time. Slip resistance. You have to be careful. Some floors are slipperier than other floors. And that's something a lot of people don't think, but you need to take that into consideration, before you put in new flooring in your home.
Tom Urban is the general manager. Thanks a lot for joining us on Ask the Expert.
Innovative Concrete Coatings is the area's local premier concrete coating company. When it comes to concrete coatings, there is a difference. We are the only local authorized dealer of Pentec industrial coatings. Our polyurea is superior to epoxy products. We offer the most advanced concrete coating for residential and industrial applications, driveways, garages, shops, hangars, and so much more.
For a beautiful, long-lasting, slip-resistant concrete coatings, call Innovative Concrete Coatings today.
Now, from the WVLG studios, it's Jack Hammer, D, and Director of Recreation and Parks, John Rohan.
Rohan. It is time for the Recreation and Parks.
If you're new to the Villages or you've been around the Villages for a while and you still haven't registered in our active.net portal to become a registered participant in our activities, this is the time of month to do that. If you're having a cup of coffee out on your lanai or just chilling out for the day, grab your computer, your phone, your laptop, go into the districtgov.org, and you can register in the active.net. That's our recreation management software, and we use it for our facility reservations, our activity registration. It's very, very useful software. And so if you are going to participate or thinking about participating in our activities, and it says registration required on that marketing brochure or that flyer, that's going to come through our active.net portal. Mm-hmm. So you can certainly come into any regional recreation center and register in person. We provide multiple ways for people to sign up or register for those activities. But you also have the convenience of doing it wherever you are. You can even be outside the state of Florida and see a program pop up, and you decide, hey, I'd like to register for that event. Before you know it, we'll be back into the fall season where more and more programs start to happen with all the different events. Now's the time to go ahead and get in there. There's no cost to do it. It's free, and it'll make your transition into the lovely lifestyle activity programs much smoother and much easier. And if you need help, stop by any regional recreation center, and staff will walk you through that process. It won't take long at all. If you're new to the Villages or been here for a while and said, yeah, I have some special recreation and parks skill set, that they'd like to share or start a club, that's a very easy process as well. So if you'd like to become a resident lifestyle volunteer leader, stop by any of the regional centers and staff will walk you through that process as well. And then last but not least, if you would like to become a team member, we have numerous full and part-time positions available. As we continue to grow and expand our services and our facilities, there's some great opportunities if you'd like to join our team. And everything we're talking about is going to be located where, Dee?
On districtgov.org.
That's right.
Didn't mean to throw that at you. You see that? Woke you up.
I almost messed that up, too.
That's right. John, thank you so
Love you
much.
guys.
We
Take
love you.
care, man. And
Take
we'll
care.
see you back next Monday.
Next Monday.
All
We'll
right.
see you.
See
If
you.
you guys want the publication, you can get the Rec and Park publication at any of the regional rec centers, or it comes in the Thursday edition of the Villages Daily Sun.
If you're a fan of the Lake Sumter Line boat cruises, or even if you've never had the pleasure and would like to venture on board, you need to be aware of some changes in operation times. Lake Sumter Line boat cruises are a popular favorite around the Villages, and it's important to note some schedule changes. From June through July and again in September, the cruises will run from 6 p.m. until sunset. Now, the boat line will be closed the month of August for maintenance. Then, from October through March, the cruises run from 1 p.m. till sunset, and April through May, you can catch a cruise from 4 p.m. until sunset. Tickets are available at the dock for just $3 per person. For more information, visit districtgov.org. Coming up, we'll tell you about the new digs for the Wildwood Soup Kitchen.
So where do we get all of this started, and how do you assist us in moving this right along quickly, hopefully?
Yes, so the first step is really we offer a complimentary in-home consultation where one of our expert design consultants will come, they'll meet you in your home, they'll assess your current window situation, they'll work to understand your goals and your needs and wants with your replacement windows and doors, and then we'll provide that quote. But the great thing is it's no obligation, so we are there to help. We are there to consult and to provide you with options and help you find that dream replacement, windows and doors situation, but there's no obligation as well.
So once I think I need windows and doors, renewal is the place to go first.
Yes.
And last, and you do everything.
Everything in between. So you can call us, you can visit our website at bestwindowsflorida.com and fill out a form, and we try to make it as easy as possible on you.
As a medical doctor, I've been involved in Alzheimer's research for almost 25 years. Everyone experiences a slight amount of memory loss as we age. That is absolutely normal. However, in some people, the memory loss continues to get worse. The good news is that most people that think they have a memory problem actually just have normal memory loss related to aging. If you would like to learn more, I would highly encourage you to attend one of my free weekly seminars. We cover topics such as what is the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and are there things I can do to make my brain more resistant to Alzheimer's disease? Please call our office today for a simple 30-minute free memory evaluation. We'll walk you through the steps, including testing your memory to even see if there's a problem. You may be invited to partake in our clinical research. Through clinical research, we are searching for new medications that may help slow the progression of this disease.
The Wildwood Soup Kitchen has found a new home to help those in need. More than 20,000 meals a month are distributed through the Wildwood Soup Kitchen, an operation that has outgrown its longtime home and is preparing the move into a newly renovated facility designed to dramatically expand its capacity. The new industrial kitchen will allow it to meet rising demands while serving more of the nearly 15,000 residents experiencing food insecurity throughout Sumter County and surrounding communities. The new location is now in the former Coney Island Drive-In building at the corner of U.S. Highway 301 and County Road 466A in the community of Wildwood. Inside the new kitchen, there is newly installed equipment that reflects the organization's growth. A 40-gallon skillet, a 60-gallon steam kettle, and commercial convection ovens will help volunteers prepare and safely store in much larger quantities. The organization plans to host a grand opening celebration later this summer. For more information about the Wildwood Soup Kitchen, visit wildwoodsoupkitchen.org. After the break, meteorologist Ashley Baylor has your forecast for the Town Square's nightly performances. But first, let's take a look at some upcoming shows in the days ahead, brought to you by the Villages Entertainment.
My children live on the same mountain as I live on. I'm the silver fox on the mountain. My name is Lois, and I have been with Centerwell 15 years. What impresses me about my doctor, he sits and talks to you and goes over everything. I always leave feeling that my needs have been taken care of. And the staff is so friendly and welcoming, you almost feel like you're at home. As a senior, and them focusing on seniors, they know what we need. I strive to stay healthy because I want to do whatever. Like 2 years ago, I went ziplining. I was probably one of the oldest ones they'd ever had. I loved it. No, my doctor did not know. But I told him later, and he was happy for me.
Choose a senior-focused doctor who makes you feel heard, not hurried. Schedule a tour today. Centerwell Senior Primary Care. It's about time.
This hurricane season, Renewal by Andersen is offering you storm season savings with buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 1 full year. Get started on storm preparation now and upgrade your windows to Renewal by Andersen Acclaim Impact Windows, built for Florida weather. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free design consultation. Renewal by Andersen, superior products, exceptional service.
Get this exceptional offer on 2026 Cadillac Optic models. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. The cleaning improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome back. All right, Ashley, we're talking about entertainment in the squares. It's always an important thing around here. And of course, the weather plays a part in that, right?
It does, and we do have a chance that there could be a stray thunder shower nearby, but I'm always hopeful the bubble holds, especially between 6 to 10 now, which is when live entertainment hits. still one of those times you want to get out there and find yourself a nice shady spot, as temperatures are still going to be pretty close to 90 degrees. So let's talk about who's going to be taking the stage on Tuesday. If you're heading up to Sawgrass, you can see Luck of the Draw. And at Sumter Landing, it is going to be Andrew Love and the Franchise Players Band. At Brownwood, you can check out Hacksaw Hamlin. And if you're heading to Spanish Springs, you'll be able to see Fiddle Rat take the stage. And Eastport has live entertainment. That's where you can check out the Groove Slayers.
All right, that's about all we've got for you today. Join us again tomorrow for another lifestyle show. And be sure to pick up a copy of today's Daily Sun. Tune your radio into WVLG. And as always, keep enjoying that active Villages lifestyle. We'll see ya.
Take care.
Thanks for watching your VNN Lifestyle News Show.